Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, considering how things are going for the Black Lives Matter organization, the BLM organization, pretty soon they're going to need major restructuring and most likely a name change because their reputation is sure. It now stands for Buy Large Mansions. Who would have seen this one coming? As the state of California and the state of Washington are investigating Black Lives Matter in a potential fraud case, you question yourself, what does Black Lives Matter have to hide? Why is it that $60 million is just unaccounted for, and the BLM organization is refusing to be transparent with their financial records? Well, obviously they're trying to hide something, and already major corruption has been exposed. We all know Patrisse Khan-Cullors has somehow funneled millions of dollars to herself personally and has accumulated a real estate portfolio worth near $10 million. But she's stated unequivocally that Black Lives Matter money has never been used directly. Well, it turns out Black Lives Matter, I believe in 2020 or early 2021, purchased a Los Angeles mansion, a luxurious mansion, at a very humble price point of $6 million, which already accounts for 10% of the $60 million. That's totally unaccounted for and allegedly being hidden by the organization. Very sketchy stuff. Let me show you guys what the Daily Mail has uncovered as Buy Large Mansions continues to crumble and the organization's three founders continue to crumble with it. But of course, before we get into any of it, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share the video as much as possible. We are still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, hidden from non-subscribed viewers. And with that out of the way, let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so take a look at this. Black Lives Matter secretly used $6 million in donations to buy luxurious 6,500 square foot mansion with 7 bedrooms and parking for 20 cars in Southern California in 2020, where leaders have filmed YouTube videos. Documents and internal communications reportedly reveal the luxury property was handled in ways that blur boundaries between charitable use and those that would benefit some of the organization's leaders, including Cullors, who shared a video in June of her enjoying a ritzy brunch outside of the estate with fellow officials Alicia Garza and Melina Abdullah, who have both since left the organization. The 7-bedroom estate was purchased by a man named Diane Pascal 2 weeks after Black Lives Matter received $66.5 million from its fiscal sponsor in October 2020. Pascal is the financial manager for Janaya and Patrisse Consulting, an LLC operated by Cullors and her spouse, Janaya Khan, New York Magazine reported. Within a week of the purchase, ownership was subsequently transferred to an LLC in Delaware, ensuring the property's owners wouldn't be disclosed, the outlet said. Essentially, they went through great lengths to try to hide this real estate purchase. It is not yet clear what purpose the mansion, reportedly dubbed Campus in internal emails sent by Black Lives Matter brass, was meant to serve for the foundation. What is known, though, is that the property was purchased for just under $6 million in cash in October 2020, with money that had been donated to the group. When contacted by New York Magazine for comment regarding the property's existence, officials seemingly attempted to make the story go away. The magazine said it learned of the estate through a source from within the firm who had access to the BLM brass's internal emails. After receiving the email asking for comment, BLM officials reportedly circulated an internal memo with possible responses to the outlet's query concerning the alleged
You have put your hand in it just as easily as I could see the enemy move.
Can we kill the story to property, the magazine reported. The memo reportedly included bullet points that outlined how the quote campus is part of cultural arm of the organization, potentially as an influencer house where abolition plus based content is produced by artists and creatives. This is as sketchy as it gets. Not only did they purchase this mansion right after receiving over $60 million in donations, but it was done through Patrisse Khan-Cullors and her partner's money manager, then transferred through different organizations in an attempt to mask the actual owners or purchasers of the house. I mean, that to me signals guilt almost immediately. And then once it was revealed, internal memos within the BLM organization tried to kill the story and tried coming up with an excuse of how we can spin the story. Guilty, guilty, guilty. An influencer house. A campus. It's a $6 million beautiful home in Southern California. Here are some of the pictures. Now, as an organization that prides itself as being part of the community, meaning low-income intercity communities, why would their campus be a residential suburban home, a $6 million mansion in a ritzy Southern California neighborhood? How does that make sense at all? Not to mention, where are the influencers? And where is the content? It doesn't exist. The only content that there is, which Patrisse Khan-Cullors, by the way, deleted off of her YouTube channel, is this one video right over here.
I'm so glad to have the both of you here and in person. It's been a really intense year and a half. And I look up to both of you so much. You know, you're big sisters to me. You're leaders. You're gangsters. You're
Showing 3 Black Lives Matter co-founders whining and dining, living their lavish lifestyle in the backyard of this $6 million mansion, purchased with donation money to the BLM organization. This is as corrupt as it gets. And what's probably even worse is that the furniture is probably also paid with that money. The camera equipment, what they're eating and drinking, all of it most likely paid with donation money. All of it a write-off as they're doing influencer content for Abolish Plus. Like I always say in these videos, man, if I had donated even a dime to Black Lives Matter, I would be so pissed. Black communities were destroyed, burnt down, police departments defunded, then those same neighborhoods subsequently becoming more violent in the next 2 years. Not a single dime from BLM being reinvested in these communities to build community centers, to help refurbish schools, buy notebooks and school supplies for children, and none of that. All of the money went to this. I mean, what a total scam. We're supposed to believe that there was no wrongdoing whatsoever, yet all of these co-founders have resigned. There's clearly a massive effort to conceal this whole thing, and Patrisse Khankuler's YouTube channel looks like this after the video was uncovered. I don't know about you guys, but this stinks to the high heavens. The left-wing grift strikes again, with these elitist academic liberals fundraising off the suffering of others and milking white guilt like you could not believe. It's absolutely despicable. This idea that no BLM money was ever used directly to make personal purchases for Patrisse Khankuler organizations, and considering how many millions of dollars Patrisse Khankuler has made through her various organizations, personally, which she's used to buy millions upon millions of dollars of real estate, maybe there's not one transaction of $10 million from BLM straight to her bank account, but there is clearly a scheme going on here, where money is moving, it's being concealed, and it's ending up in their pockets. People work their entire lives, they work so hard to become landlords and purchase different properties, they build a business, they hire people. Black Lives Matter ran a grift, skipped all the hard work and all the hard steps, milked white guilt like never before, and became massively successful property owners. That's not the American dream, folks, that's the American scam. And more questions need to be asked as to how these politicians and how these left-wing activists are making an absurd amount of money off seemingly nothing, as now it's even revealed that Stacey Abrams, quote, voting rights activist, is now a millionaire after failed gubernatorial run and voting rights campaigns. While holding a net worth of $109,000 during her first campaign 4 years ago, Abrams has reportedly skyrocketed to a net worth of $3.17 million. And from what I understand, $3.17 million net worth, that's after taxes, if those numbers are correct, meaning Stacey Abrams, after expenses, salary, and taxes, has accumulated a net worth of $3.7 million in stocks, cash, and assets. That is crazy. Doing what? What services and what products has Stacey Abrams sold? It's completely absurd, and these leftoid activists who skyrocket to these multi-million-dollar net worths must be investigated. If this continues, Stacey Abrams is going to be worth $100 million in the next 10 years. And again, for what? This stuff is as sketchy as it gets. That's what I got for you guys, though. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share the video as much as possible. We are still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, hidden from non-subscribed viewers. I'm going to get back to work, though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you